So, I'm out walking this morning. It is 9:10 in the morning, and you're like, Jamie, that's awful early. And then that's it, that's your one exercise done then. Well, it isn't, because let's just walk around this car because the bin is blocking the pavement. Well done, good thinking. Because in England, and not any of the other countries in the UK, has so much lifted the lockdown slightly so that you can go out doing your unlimited exercise within reason. It's like kind of like back to more or less sort of back to normal, but still keeping your 2 metre distancing, your social distancing, of course. But it means I'm actually gonna, if I was like, I did this walk and I was like, in an hour or so, like I was like, oh, I wanted to go back out, I can. Oh, that sounded good. So yeah, if I wanted to go back, if I wanted to do this walk now, and then after like an hour or two, be like, oh, I fancy going back out for a walk, well, I can. I can do that. It's that's the case now. You see, I think for those that actually socialise, this is actually a harder challenge than it is for like those that don't socialise. So like, the challenge is you can only see, the government says you can only see one member of your household at a time, and people are like, oh god, that's like suffering and such. Like, but I already live with my parents. I know I'm 25 and I still live with my parents, but thinking about it, with family, other sources of family, that would be my grandma who lives on a road in Siddle, that's one person, or my grandparents who are in Todmorden. And it's quite a long way to walk from here to Todmorden just to see the potentially one of them, really. And like, I'm going to see one of them anyway. But that's what's been said. So as of today as well, Wednesday, this is a bit, well, I was going to say this is quite bizarre, but it's going to keep your distance in though. You can play golf, which means I think that golf course that I go to a lot down there, that I've been many times, will be reopening. I mean, when I've been there anyway, there's been people playing golf anyway when they shouldn't have been, and there's been people working on it. So for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna see nobody there, is gonna be not true, because I've seen people there in the past already. Tennis, to be fair, you are quite spread apart playing tennis. And because I said at the start, it's unlimited travel now, exercise. People, do you know, I find it fun. I just find it so dangerous. And it's people, there are a lot of gullible people in the country. I'm not going to say Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. But in England alone, they'll say like, oh, you can go to the beach now if you wanted to, or you could go to somewhere else. You do realise how mass gathering that is, and then people are potentially going to spread it. When people are told, oh, you can go to the beach, people like that, like a meerkat, I'm going to go to the beach. So there's some people that are just not straight thinking, and that will do that. Whereas I'm like, I could do, but with round here, it's so nice around here, to the point where it's like, why would I drive 70 miles to Blackpool, for example, where it's not as good, when I could just stay around my area and not drive anywhere? I know what I'd do. stay here. Well, the wind's picking up a tiny little bit. So I actually imported all my files from my phone to my computer. I never normally get that bit right. So to get it right is pretty good. So I imported everything and I was just like, oh right, it's gonna take my gigabyte storage quite low down. So 808 gigabytes. See, I think what's good now is like I keep on top of it. Like whatever I do, if I can get time to edit something, I will. Even if it's just like 1 or 2 videos that in that day. And then, you know, put it to my hard drive. Yeah. And then I think once my hard drive does genuinely run out of storage, just keep them all on my computer. I think that's the other alternative. So I was saying about my grandma's, I'm actually going to go to my grandma's today. So I'm going to walk the dogs till about 10:30 this morning. 10:30. And then I'm going to feed the dogs. Then I'm actually going to walk up to grandma's, my grandma's. Not with the dogs though, because it's an advice not to. Have dinner there, then walk back home. And the thing is, my dad's going to be looking after the dogs all day practically, which is alright, because then the day after, which is tomorrow, he's going on a gigantic bike ride, so that means I'm looking after the dogs all day. So one way I'm going to be able to tell is if there's anyone at the golf course is a very simple process. If there is if there's people parked in the car park, because I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I'm gonna jinx it because I'm very good at it. With regarding people walking, I've not seen anyone. When I do go out today, I'll be taking the bigger bag with me to my grandma's, and it helps, you know, putting things into lists as of what I've been doing. So like I had this thing about not outroing when I'm out and about, and it's just like, oh god, there's no gap between videos. I've just got to kind of like find it. So like for example with this walk, doing this, and I'll get home like, thanks for watching, goodbye. Don't worry, this is not the outro yet. Not yet. Not yet. But I'll do that, you see. I'll write down what it is that I've done. Like, I don't know, 5k at the golf course, for example. And then with going to my grandma's this afternoon, or well, this morning, oh god. This is what I've got to work out and watch out for. People not willing to look. Because I'm looking this way, and no beeping of the horn or anything, no nothing. See, this is the thing, people, when they are told you can do something by the government, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it. It's followance and guidance. Just because the government says, oh, you can do this, you can do that now, it doesn't actually mean you have to do it. I think it's just going to be nice to walk up to a grandma's and not ride up for a change. I mean, I do want to go on my bike eventually at some stage, but this is the thing, I could actually go out tonight if I wanted to and not be like, oh, I've already done my one walk, I've already done this and done that. I can actually do it, which is well, it's good to know. So I'm curious. I just saw that one idiot driver. Unless you never know, they might be just staff. See, that's the thing, I'm curious to know how many people will see today. So bearing in mind it's today that they've started playing again. Full car park. So I'm actually going to walk to that water, what's it called? That path down there. And then I can let them off, you see. Oh, that's not a bad idea. So yeah, I can walk to that path then. Yes, people are pouncing on it, and yes, it is old people, isn't it? Because the majority of people that play golf around here are not young. So I need to find the path again, and then stay on it. So normally I would walk around on the golf course up there freely like I have been for ages now. That might be something I can do in the evening, perhaps now. But during the day, no. It's packed. See, my advice, when you're told to do something, you don't have to do it. But when you are told you can do something, a lot of people are going to follow it. And, well, golf course is packed. Well, the car park is packed anyway. So, sticking to this bit of path down here is actually going to get me away from the golf course, you see. So, it works. These trainers are slowly getting knackered. They're knackered anyway, but they've lasted a long time. I'm making them last for a substantial amount of time. So literally, as I was heading into the golf course, I saw one dog walker come that way. So, yeah. Well, the way I can go is this way, along this bit of path. The bit of path is up there as well. So my idea is to walk along this one to the end, go up the hill, and then walk back along that one, really. Could do. Or I could alternatively just, can't get the words out. Think about it. Alternatively, I could go straight up. It's now what time? It's 9:33. Go straight up to the recreational ground and then cut across there, come back along Staleham Road and then back home. Yeah. So, oh yeah, got that now. So I'm thinking about the golf course really, because for the lot of the time it's been, you've had it to yourself pretty much, and it's been quite a nice thing to have. But it's sadly now not going to be the case because people are going to play on it now. I think actually in an evening it wouldn't be. So I could actually time it so I could actually walk the dogs on there to when they've all gone. I think the thing now is, because I was going to go up that way to the top. I think honestly I'm just going to go back along there. I'm absolutely knackered, man. I don't feel 100% perfect. So yeah, hey, it's not like I've done that walk so many times, is it? So yeah, I walked along that bit. I'm gonna walk along this bit now. Done it plenty of times and still can. So just don't feel up to it today. Well, actually, I'm not saying not up to it today, but if I'm getting my unlimited walks, you see, I can potentially come back in the evening. Possibly. Maybe. Depends. But the thing is now with unlimited exercise, before I had this point where I was just exercising so much during the day, and then it was just like, oh geez, I was just doing so much exercise. But because it's now unlimited, I can break it down into various activities now. Well, I don't see anyone up here, or even hear the buggies and such, just further down at the very beginning. So that's it now. I don't have to be like, this is the only dog walking I can do now. I can actually go back to walking them, because that's the thing with me. I'd be like, oh, I'll just walk this way, that way on my own. But then I thought, well, why don't I just take the dogs with me? It just makes sense just to do that. So I'm exercising myself, and then the dogs are getting exercise as well. And there was a thing my dad did ages ago. Waiting for my dog. Still waiting. There was something I did ages ago where I walked from what's it called? Scavenging Reservoir to home. My dad dropped me off at the reservoir, and I walked home with the dogs. And I did it in less than 2 hours. See, I don't have to be out on a walk and think, oh, I've got to do that amount, I've got to do this amount and that amount. And you know, actually with people on the golf course right now, just now, might be different tomorrow, is the majority of the people are actually at the very, very bottom bit by the what do you call it? What do you call it? The building down there, the golf club building. So they're not down there, so I could actually on another walk, you know, do this bit then go up. So you're told if you're going to go golfing, it's got to be with people within your own household. See, I wonder how many people are going to do that. I'm kind of curious to know how many will do that, because as we've learnt from lockdown, it's still lockdown by the way, still really kind of lockdown by the way, but not as much. And the one thing I've learnt is that when it comes to following a simple instruction, bear in mind I'm not perfect, so I've broken sometimes the rules of going out and doing this and going out. But for my mental health, it's better for me. That's why I'm saying it. But some people have broke the rules and not been perfect, and I unfortunately do fall into that category. But if you tell somebody that's super active and super fit to just do the one exercise a day, they're gonna crack, and then mental health and their anxiety is just gonna go fucking up the roof. It really, really is. Honestly, everyone's really spread apart. So yeah, people are distancing, which is a good thing. I guess if I actually wanted to walk along that bit or up there, then potentially to have the dogs on a lead. Possibly. And the thing is, alternatively, the path that is up there's a path that goes alongside the golf course, which is a public footpath, so I can actually do that still. So it's just, I think during the day, stick to the footpaths. And then like the evening time when there might not be anybody here, just do what you like. Best way, I think. Best thing is just to keep your wits at you and use your common sense, which is a thing a lot of people can't do, because common sense is not the thing you have to go to a vending machine for and pay 50p or 75p for. It's just something you should just naturally have. But it's sadly something doesn't. It's sadly not the case. Honestly, with the lockdown anyway, I kept the dogs off a lot on the lead, off the lead. Anyway, so and then when I did see somebody, it was like, oh right, I'll just put the dogs on the lead now. But I can still have that same agenda. It's just I'm going to see more people because it's more open now. It's more of an open golf course. But the thing is, the golf course is just huge. So just going to keep to this side. And then head around here. I think now with certain bits it's like, don't know if there's anyone going to be around that corner, so to have the dogs on the leads now I think it's a good idea. And then when it gets to a point that's open and you can see like, oh, there isn't anybody in this area, let the dogs off then. So I'm now going to walk that bit down there. There was someone down there, I was just explaining like, that you said there's a lot more people on here now than there was before. I said, yeah, I know, it's just the dogs have just been sticking to the footpaths and coming to this bit. I've been so used to having the dogs not on the lead around here because there's just been nobody to be around. So I'm kind of like programming my head again just to be like, oh right, you should actually put the dogs on the lead. I was just about to say, I think I can see cows on the field. I think I might be putting them on the lead. Yeah, not straight away, but further towards the end of the field I can see the cows. There's bloody cow pat down here. Oh, that looks really oh god, fresh. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to put them on. Well, I posted a relive montage this morning. I had, a half marathon montage from 2015 to now, like current day. So 2015 to 2020. And in the 5-year period, I've done 17 half marathons. Well, some that I count like just over. Or like on Strava it said, oh, you've done a half marathon. But on Relive it said, oh no, you haven't. You've done like 12.8, 12.9. I'm still going to count them though because they're what got me the achievements on Strava. Ooh, pardon me. There was a Todmorden walk I did which was like 12.9, but that registered at 12.9, so it was different. And then obviously there was another Todmorden walk I did from the Todmorden start to all the way to home. That was over 13 miles, so that worked. I think I'm just thinking there's cows on this bit of the field. I might be best, because there's a lot of cows right now, I might be best going up the hill, up the gate, and then going along the alternative path by the riverside. I've only ever done it once before, but it might be best because there are so many down there. So I could go that way. So I'm going to go up there, and up that hill. Good decision. The cows are going to the riverside bit now properly. It's not a bad thing now because I can just hop. But oh god, that was a hidden stone. I nearly fell. Right, so riverside here, then back home. And I could do with charging my phone up because I've been vlogging plenty on this walk. I was thinking about just taking my hard drive. You're taking your hard drive to charge your phone? Yes, that's going to work. Taking my power bank, my little one. I could do with taking my what do you call it? Plug. So at 3.4 miles, when I get home it should be, I think, under 4 miles. Charge your phone up, feed the dogs, have a little rest, and then I'm going to walk to Grandma's. So regarding busyness and noisiness, it's actually been alright. It's been okay. Just seeing where that bike was going. So yeah, done quite well, over 5k. So yeah, feed the dogs, put my phone on charge, switch bags, sort the bag out, then send off to Grandma's. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.